Hi, welcome to the final part of our lesson on model poses. We've covered a lot of ground on this in our last two parts. I taught you what model posing is, why it's important, and how models use it. We also talked about how you use posing to show your creativity and individuality as a model. I really hope you're listening to that part because it was important. And we talked about finding your own posing style. Now let's do an exercise to help you practice getting good at posing in general. It will also help you find and refine your own posing style at the same time. So, once you've studied all the posing you can, then what? Now it's time to really start finding your own style of pose as a model and working on sharpening your posing skill in general. Let's do that by trying an exercise called Find Your Pose Through Pics. Have someone photograph you posing. The exercise starts out just like it sounds. Grab a friend or family member, hopefully someone who takes a decent picture, and have them shoot a ton of pics of you posing. That's it. This is where the first part of the exercise comes in. Pose for the camera as many ways as you can think of. Don't just do 4 or 5 poses and call it good. Start posing and keep changing poses as fast as your photographer can shoot pictures. Go until you can't think of anything else to do. An important part of this is to not plan your poses ahead of time. Also, don't think about them while you're posing. Just pose. Strike the first pose that comes to your mind and just keep doing that over and over again until you draw a complete blank. After you've used every pose you can think of, print out all of the pictures. Put them all up on a wall or a corkboard in rows, one after the other. Look at them. This is the other exercise you're doing. Ask yourself questions about your poses. Which ones look like you? Your personality? What do you want people to see when they look at you? Which ones don't you like at all? Why don't they look like a pose you'd make? The answer to all of these questions is what describes you and your style of pose as a model. Also, save the ones that really draw the eye. Get other people to look at the pics too and tell you which pose drew their attention immediately. And make sure you ask them why that pose catches their eye. The whole point isn't just to find a good pose, it's to understand what makes one. That's the end of our lesson for today. Use the exercises I just showed you to work on your model poses and start finding your style. And remember to have fun, too. That's the other part of expressing your creativity as a model. Remember, having fun. Thanks for playing along. I'll see you in our next lesson.